Bant Fog. Seg actually 5-0'd a league and got posted online, so we'll see how this goes. In my experience, decks similar to this tend to die in a blaze in Modern, but if we hit a good number of Celestial Colonnades and Tarmogoyf decks, will probably be okay. We've got Jace the Mind Sculptor, which everybody knows ruined Modern, so can't be too bad, right? Correct. Yep. Yeah, it's exactly right, Nevek. And also, like, it wasn't even just, like, it's not even just hitting the right matchups, too. Like, one of the things you take with a grain of salt when you see 5-0s, because we don't have the full Magic Online data, we don't know how many times they played this through leagues before they 5-0'd. So, like, you know, they could have had a bunch of 2-3s and 0-4s before they finally hit it. We do have some new emotes. Negator, thank you for the 12 months at the tier 3 level. I appreciate that. I would like to knight the Defender of the Realm. Go forth and defend us from Twitch chat. We do have some new emotes too. Demir Spy. Let's grind some people with Modern Killer Jace the Mind Sculptor. A mulligan to 5. Black Cleave Cliff Faithless Looting, I assume. Shriekhorn, sure. These months have been a blast, and you're the reason I gave Standard a chance and got back into paper. Keep up the great content. Can't wait for a training sword next month to double wheel. Thanks for the 5 months, Pikes. Thanks for the absurd support you've given while you've been here. Jace, thank you for all the great content. Thank you for the 3 months of support. Welcome back. I think I'm obligated to get Temple Garden here. Gallows, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. Sorry I was off yesterday, folks. I'm a little bit congested this morning, but we're here through the magic of Dayquil. Yeah, I rounded out. We have 36 emote slots. So rounded those out. I think Teferi is too good in standard, or is the lack of results are clear that it's just a strong card? I think Teferi's fine. I think we've got a lot of clean answers to Teferi between Trophy and Contempt to counter spells to discard spells. It's a good mix of things that let you answer Teferi. The Plague Carriers no longer have a fever, so they went into school today. They've still got the coughs, but they're probably gonna have a cough for a little while. I think because they have a Conflagrate in the bin here, I'm supposed to not play out these other Arbor Elves. I really don't want them to kill all my Arbor Elves. I missed a land drop here, which feels bad. I'm gonna go ahead and just smash with Courser and pass back. Stop saying Teferi. Stop correcting how I say things. Go away. Have a nice morning. You must be new here. That's fair, Marty. Chuckles is here. Yaku, thank you for the 2-month tier 3 sub. We had a couple tier 2 and tier 3s in there. Remember, folks, the tier 2s get to bump a deck every month, so be sure to let me know what you'd like to move up with that. And tier 3s can submit decks. Thank you so much for streaming day in and day out, and also thank you for playing the White Weenie deck splash run in stream. It's one of the most fun I've had. Yeah, the white aggro deck is sweet. I think if I can't make Pirates work, that's probably a deck I'm going to consider for the Invitational, just so I can like run people down. Did this application just lock up when they played the Foiled Mountain? Neither of these clocks are ticking down. I believe Moto crashed when they played the Foiled Mountain. You know, just Magic Online things, I suppose. We have a new sponsor today. I'm all out of sorts. I'm not gonna be full term up and pep with a little bit of sick, but Possibility Storms, this really sweet website. They've got a bunch of magic puzzles up there, and part of the sponsorship stuff is gonna be doing some of their puzzles on stream, which is sweet. So you should check them. You should check them out. All these other people are wonderful too, but Possibility Storms, a new one for this month. So be sure to check them out. Hey, Evan, have a good day at work. Siri download. It's not about RAM. System's got 32 gigs of RAM. That's just Magic Online being Magic Online. It's been a while since I've done a celebration for this. Thank you for what you do, sir. Thank you for the 15 months, Bello. Thanks for keeping me here so I can keep doing what I do. Ewok Slayer, thank you for the 5 months. All right, we hit a land drop. Fun fact, this is a bug. Every time your opponent plays a shock land off the top of your deck with the Courser, you should file for compensation. Because I am not supposed to know what card's on top of my deck until I choose whether or not I'm paying health for this card. Excuse me. It's been broken since these cards were in Standard together. I can't file for compensation because it's an advantage for me, but I've definitely filed for comp every time my opponents had Courser plus Shockland and they give me compensation because it gives my opponent an unfair advantage. So like this isn't, I can't file for comp for this because I'm the one getting the extra advantage, but like my opponent definitely could because I've been given an unfair advantage in this match because I've gained information when I'm making a decision with my Shockland here. It's not. It's a certain number of times. Well, so the thing about the Courser is different because this is filing for a bug that's giving your opponent an advantage. So it's not like you're sitting there abusing the same bug playing bugged cards, right? Like you get to file for comp because your opponent gained an extra advantage. It's not your fault that your opponent's playing bugged cards together, right? But the sub and these bits towards the Golgari Shadow deck I submitted last month. Sounds good. I'm not sure how we win here. Good morning, Mrs. Mulligan. It's a name I haven't seen around in a while. Hope you're doing well. Hope Carrick's doing well. They mill out. I guess that's a possibility. But with Creeping Chill and Conflagrate, they're probably not going to be in much danger of milling out, right? Because Modern is life. Thank you for the 2 months, Janice. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Do I want to draw Eternal Witness? I don't think I do. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, Jace, the Ruiner of Modern sounds like a card I'm into. Let's go ahead and cast Teferi. Let me suck back in. You picked a good time to come back in. Standard's really sweet right now. Modern is what it always is, which is, you know, moderately reasonable. But the current standard format's great, and Arena is fantastic. It's a great time to be a Magic content producer. Arena is quite good. I've neglected to play out this third Arbor Elf, and the reason for that is my opponent's got this Conflagrate lurking in the bin, so I'd rather they not kill all of my elves with Conflagrate. Did I update the Stream Decker? I think I updated the Stream Decker. Stream Decker not loaded. Oh, that would help. Sorry, Deckmaster unload Stream Decker, so Stream Decker should be live now. That was my bad. Nox does standard content. Oh, you mean from the existing Magic people? Yeah, a lot of existing Magic players have been very resistant to streaming on Arena for whatever reason. People are scared of change. Decided to get the Thing Ascension deck first FNM. I 2-0'd the Chalice deck. Nice. Yeah, there's been a lot of bigger names that I've talked about Arena and liked it, but a lot of them don't stream. Davis has been doing some Arena. I've seen some of his stuff on Arena, but I also saw him doing standard last week on, or earlier this week on Magic Online too. Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that Arena's the future. I've got 6 cards here. Probably see kill an elf, kill Teferi. So, like, we kind of have the tools here to manage their creatures with the fogs and stuff, but I'm not sure how we beat Creeping Chills into Conflagrates in the long run. I guess these Coursers are hanging out here, gaining us a bunch of life, which is nice. Alright, so Utopia Sprawl is not really a droid we're looking for. I don't think I want to cycle these Angelsongs. I think they're valuable as fogs in my hand for later, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass. Rave R Rat, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. What version of wine do I run Arena on? Just staging. 3.17 and 3.18 for sure work. I don't know if 3.19's dropped yet. Yeah, the Coursers are keeping their ground pounders back for now. Next turn I'll be able to get Jace down plus hold up a fog, which will be nice. No, this is just Modern on Thursdays. We're doing 2 days of Modern a week still. We're doing Modern on Mondays and Wednesdays generally. This week we're doing it on Thursday because I was out sick yesterday. I don't think I want to put Jason to play without holding the fog up. I think I want to be able to have fog up while I have Jace going. Hey, look at that. Secure the waste away, we can actually win the game. It's definitely less convoluted to do it in Magic Online. Like I said, I think Arena's biggest issue currently is that the system through which you acquire cards in Arena is not clear or obvious. I actually don't think the card acquisition model in Arena is that bad, but I do think that it is not obvious. Oh, this was a mistake. That was a punt. I should have put this Utopia Sprawl on the breeding pool, and the reason for that is with this Arbor Elf in play, I'd actually have enough mana to cast Cryptic Command if I put it on the breeding pool, but because I put it on the Temple Garden, I actually don't have enough blue to cast Cryptic Command. Yeah, and there's a Conflagrate to kill my Jace. Feels bad, man. Yeah, people are stupid, so they'd probably be happy with that Gengar, because like every 6 packs you open, you get a rare wild card. Like I said, I think the biggest issue with Arena is the clarity, not the actual system. The actual system is very reasonable. How does Jace Courser work in Paper 3? You reveal every card as you draw it with Courser. So when you draw multiple cards at once, you reveal all of them. I wonder if they're not playing Creeping Chill. Hey, Jacob Miski, thank you very much for the brand new tier 3 sub. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month with that. Welcome. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff. Remember, tier 3 subs, since that's a big sub, get to add a deck to my queue every month. So be sure to submit that Google Doc form. Let me know what you'd like to see added. I fogged, so it takes their Conflagrate more mana to kill my Jace, but again, if I'd have just put the Utopia Sprawl on the right thing, I'd have had more than enough anyways. Am I gonna have enough to kill them here, actually? So I'm gonna draw this, secure the waste, and then how much mana do I have here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so I can make 9 tokens, so a little bit short of one-shotting them with the secure the waste. Let's go ahead and Jace Storm here. Put these 2 down. I cast the search. Definitely going to be cracking this fetch land here. I think I want to wait a hot second on using this secure. I think it's probably just going to be another fog turn. They haven't dredged a single Creeping Chill yet, so either they're not playing them or they're just like all in the bottom half of their deck. The Steamkin deck is sweet. There's a lot of sweet decks in Standard. I feel like it's been a while since we had a Standard format that like had combo decks in them that weren't oppressive. This is just a fog turn, right? I can fog off of just this. There's a lot of sweet combos in Standard. You can have sweet combos without having to die on turn 3. Yep. I assume we're going to see them save up for a Conflagrate here. I get a bunch of looks at an Eternal Witness or another Fog here. I've got a couple of Witnesses in my deck, right? At least one. I think Merfolk in Standard is probably going to have to wait until we get a Breeding Pool so they can have a little bit better mana. And I've got 2... Oh, we also have Remands in our deck that can make this Conflagrate less good. I'm gonna go ahead and fetch before I draw this card, so that way I can get rid of these lands that are on top of my deck. There's an Eternal Witness. Oh, tapping lands. Thanks for helping me become a better player in 9 months so I can see those messages deleted logs going on, New Genesis. Thank you for that. Thank you for the 3 months of support there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Big Chuck's gonna stay right where he's at. Let's flip over Azcanta here. Oh, the Time Warp, you says. Man, we're actually gonna kill them here, aren't we? I think they're dead. The classic brainstorm a land to the top of your deck for your Courser. I think our opponent has died. So I can do this. I can do the Time Warp. Alright. That was sweet. Beat Dredge game 1. That's not bad. I be not sane. Thanks for the great content. I'm bad at social media. What were the tags to let Watsy know that she told you got me into Arena? You should tag the Arena account and my personal account on Twitter. Jeff Hoagland and the Arena account. I'm actually not sure. I'm actually not sure that I want a sideboard. I'm not sure any of these cards are very good in our sideboard. I kind of feel like what we have going on in the main deck is fine. Remand handles Conflagrate, which is a pretty big deal. I use regular OBS for streaming. OBS is pretty much the only cross-platform streaming software. I do the bulk of my streaming from my Linux system. Now, I think Secure is pretty good. I think I want a way to kill them with Secure. Secure is going to be the reason that we're going to have lethal there. I guess Timely's kind of like another Fog. Maybe that's good. Hey, Jacob, thank you for the $25 tip. I appreciate that. Thanks for your great content. It's inspired me to start making my own. Been watching for years. I'm doing full-time MTGO streaming starting today. Wish me luck. Good luck. My one piece of advice, I think this is a great time. I think right now is a great time to be getting into streaming Magic, but I would definitely recommend, unless you're doing explicitly Modern and Legacy stuff, diving into Arena. The numbers on Arena have just been absurd. It definitely is a much higher ceiling than what Magic Online has. $300, that's so many. Our neighborhood doesn't quite have that many kids in it. If you keep saying good things about WotC software and formats, they might have to acknowledge you exist. I will have you know that I have more than one person from the Arena team following me on Twitter now. No, I don't think they want to split up Arena and non-Arena streams for the same reason they never split up paper and Magic Online, right? And like poker doesn't have separate sections for digital and paper poker. If you go to the website mtgstreams.com, you can actually filter based on Magic Online, Magic Arena, and by format, which is really nice. Hey Isha, can my sub go to Standard Bant Nexus? Yes, definitely. That deck is gas. Thank you for the 7 months of support and re-upping at the tier 3 level. For Bant. I assume you mean the list that's on my website? The one we played once before? I think that deck might actually be really good. After playing Rainbow Lich a bunch, I think that deck might actually just be the better iteration of that. All right, so I can either cycle to try and hit my next land drop, but I think the more conservative play here is to just play Search for Azcanta. Rainbow Lich is cheesier, you're not wrong. Is it MTG streams? Maybe I misremembered the URL. Thought it was MTG streams. Yeah, it's MTG streams. This website. So like you can go here and you can look Arena versus Moto, 102 streamers versus 19, 4,000 viewers versus 1,000, and then standard, modern, legacy, pauper, draft, sealed, etc. Really useful site. I don't think that's true, Brennan. You draw a lot of cards with the you draw a lot of cards with what's it called? The Bant Fog deck. Add my sub to the Nexus Fog deck too. It looks fun. We'll do Bardic. That should mean we get to it tonight. I'd like to bin the Arbor Elf. Sweet, we drew a land. Yeah, and then the land draw here is good because it means that this this Eternal Witness gets to pick back up this fetch land, so we get a guaranteed land drop next turn as well, which is nice. What's going on, silly cheese? I don't think I need another Cryptic Command. Ooh, that's a good draw. Yeah, sure, Rick. If you want to DM me what you've been working on, I'll take those into consideration. Can I put $5 on the Grixis Conjecture deck? Yep, will do. I am also excited people are into Standard. I've really been enjoying the format. This is definitely a brainstorm turn. Which of these do I not want? This is probably... Actually, Timely's probably pretty good. I'm at 9 because I've been hammering my own life total. I'm going to put these two Angelsongs back. I'm actually going to leave Eternal Witness back here because their Bloodghast have haste with how much damage I've done to myself. Morning, Brando. Yeah, tapping land sucks. Yeah, I've played a little bit of Pirates Offstream. I think I've been happy with the two raid dorks. Been Angelsong, draw Angelsong. All right, that's a Courser that's going to start buffering my health totals. So that's nice. So I think I'm going to put this back, do this. I kind of risk dying to 3x Creeping Chill Dredged here, but the likelihood of that happening is pretty low. So I'm going to go ahead and just play Teferi and plus him, I think. Yeah, they also like don't have lands here. Oh, they drew a land and they hit. So if they flash back Conflagrate for infinite, I am not dead. They can put me to 1 this turn if they want. If you're looking for sweet decks to get into standard with, I've added standard decks to my website, so be sure to check that out. They could kill both my planeswalkers here. They could like bin their hand, put Teferi to 1, and then attack with Dark Amoeba. One has a red splash in the sideboard, Wannabe Beetle. Oh geez, we're totally gonna die to 3 Creeping Chill now. I wonder if they're not on chill. There's the chill. Okay, so they're just incredibly unlucky. What's going on, Scarfed? All right, so there's a land on top of my deck. I should have stacked these differently because I don't want to get rid of this land. I want this land. This land is your land. These Arbor Elves are very nice now. I'm gonna put back. I want to put these Angelsongs back for now. I'm gonna go ahead and fetch here. I've got a total of 6 mana, so we're gonna go ahead and Time Warp plus play an Arbor Elf here. And then next turn I have 5, 6, 7, 8, so I'll be able to witness Time Warp. Looking for more witnesses, more Time Warps. Put that in the bin. Transform this, please. Cryptic Command's not a bad draw. That means I can play an Arbor Elf this turn, too. Start by plussing Teferi. Brainstorm with Jace. That's a Utopia Sprawl is great because it gives me a ton of mana here. So I'm going to throw back Remand and that. Not Cryptic Command, probably. So let's go ahead and do this on here. Stream Decker not working. Stream Decker might be dead at the moment. So I do this. Oh, I can bounce Witness with Jace to keep going. That is super true. I think they're actually dead. Yeah, like we start. This deck is weird because like we're gonna get to ult the Teferi, right, and just like exile their board, and then like we have timely reinforcements and stuff. That was kind of wild. The Stream Decker bot doesn't seem to be working though. Exclamation point deck command's not working. Sure. Morning, Jackal Girl. I'm doing all right. A little congested, but through the magic of Dayquil, I'm coming live to you through the internet. We are not playing Nexus because the deck list I was submitted didn't have Nexus of Fate in it. 7 mana is also a lot of mana. Also, like, just like thinking about that last game, like if that had been Nexus of Fate instead of Time Walk, I wouldn't have been able to combo there like I did. Like red-white taking turns. I believe that's in the queue already, Admiral Vortex. There's a red-white turns deck in my queue for sure already. I'm not sure, Jackal Girl. I don't have to get Jake off the bus today, but I'm also uncertain if I'm going to be physically able to do another deck list today or not. This deck auto lose to 9 non-creature decks in the format. I have no idea. Probably. My plan is, if I feel well enough to do another deck, I'm going to do Mill today. In places like just now, it would have been worth it to shock the land into cycle. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, we sent the Plague Bearers back to school. Their fevers were done. Millbot, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks, Penguin. Yeah, maybe I should have cycled the Angelsong last turn. Probably a good read. Oh, geez, there's not a third island in this deck. That's awkward. No, I don't think I want to use the Cryptic to Stone Rain them. I don't think that's a good use of Cryptic in this matchup. Yeah, basically my rule is I look at my children and go, would I be upset if somebody else sent kids looking like this to daycare? And if the answer is yes, then I keep them home. The classic Arbor Elf creeping tar pit race. Just normal modern things here. Raging Yoshi, thank you for the 14-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Arbor Elf makes you want to play Ponza. Yeah, but then you have to play Ponza. Some other Torpid attack? Planeswalker, maybe? Damnation. Yeah, you got me. We're still doing Modern 2 days a week. I've got like 45 Modern decks in the queue, so we're going to work our way through those. Yeah, I just go where the numbers are. So if standard keeps being great and modern numbers keep being medium, then we're gonna do more and more standard. I'm always gonna do at least 1 day a week of modern, but we might get down to just 1 day a week. Huh. Think I'm gonna timely just for 1/1s here. Yeah, basically, it might not be, like, Modern Monday has a nice ring to it, but honestly, Mondays are one of my days that have higher viewer numbers than normal, so I'd probably end up doing Modern on, like, Wednesday or something like that. Rymix, thank you for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. I don't think we'll ever see Modern on Magic Arena. Yeah, part of the reason Monday has higher viewer numbers, Brennan, is because a lot of the other bigger Magic streamers often take Mondays off. Modern's okay. It's worse than a good standard format. It's fine, it's passable, it's better than Legacy. Is that a low hurdle to hop over? Hashtag better than Legacy. All right, so I think I'm just picking Angelsong back up here. Maybe I'm just supposed to time warp this turn. It's very possible I'm just supposed to time warp this turn. Don't want to run into a Creeping Tar Pit here. Maybe I'm supposed to run into the Creeping Tar Pit. They're really kind of low already. They've done a lot of damage to themselves with their lands. Honestly, Deckmaster existing is a big part of why Arena is so much more accessible. Thanks for the support, Negative. Maybe, I don't know, like I'm setting myself up to time warp next turn, right? I guess I do want to tap draw the turn I time warp, so maybe I'm not time warping this turn. Yeah, maybe I am. I'm gonna tap draw next turn. Any standard day? Nope. Today, oh, I'll be doing standard this evening. My continuous stream through this morning is going to be all modern. But tonight I'll be doing some standard. I'm gonna do double stream. So when they enter combat here, I'm gonna go ahead and Cryptic, tap their team, draw a card. Sure. Glad we already used our witness. Happy to have you here, Brennan. Love the content, keep up the hard work. Thank you for the 3 months, Signal Sal. Did you ever fetch Shocks and untap with Teferi? Yeah, maybe that's okay. I could see that. Could see that being okay. So I have 4. So I'm actually going to go ahead and fetch Shock here twice, I think. And I'm going to tap their Creeping Tar Pit to keep my Teferi high and bounce my Eternal Witness to my hand. Oh, Eternal Witness, that line is bad because of because of Spell Bomb. Never mind. Arbor Elf is actually lethal here, right? If we draw it, we get 2 shots to draw an Arbor Elf. Oh, geez, they have a Delph Threat or something? Delph Threat or Thoughtseize here would be pretty bad for me. Inquisition, that does not take my Time Warp. They lose. How do they lose? Only got 5 power. Oh, they're at 10. Ha. You're right, they do lose. They were dead. They were dead regardless, though, right? Because I have Courser. It's modern. People don't show up for modern anymore. Standard's the hot jam. That's where all the action is. Trimming all my fogs unreasonable here. I feel like trimming all my fogs is pretty reasonable here. They did show us Tarmogoyf, so they have some aggression. Maybe I want these Path to Exiles rather than Fog. I'm gonna not board in the Negates. I'm just gonna bring in the Dispels. Yeah, usually we hit 1,000 for modern eventually. But like for context, when we did Arena on Tuesday, we were over 1,000 at this point already. We broke 2,000 on Tuesday for Standard Wannabe Beetle. So for Tuesday, my average number of viewers is actually almost 1,600 for Standard. I didn't renew my sub, but I hope you keep making great content, but Standard's not just not my cup of tea. Well, I mean, that's a good direction to tell me to stop making modern content. That's gonna be how modern dies on this channel altogether. So if people don't want to support modern content, it's just definitely gonna go away altogether. Channel's always been driven by the number of people that support it. The number of donation decks we've had for Standard has been great. I'll be here doing Magic stuff, making whatever people want to watch, but currently the thing that people, I don't watch your Standard stuff. Yeah, that's how you should. That's how you should. You should vote. You should vote with your wallet and your views. And currently both wallet and views are in favor of Standard. That is a good way to make your opinion heard. I think I lead on Arbor Elf here, right? Because then next turn I have a bunch of mana, because I can fetch a forest, Utopia Sprawl, and then make 4 here, so I can go Sprawl plus Kruphix. But what do you think people like more about Standard? This current Standard format is a good Standard format, and it's been a long time since we've had a good Standard format. The Shinny Yakuma, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. And actually, I want a Utopia Sprawl the forest, not the breeding pool, because they're a what's it called deck. They're a Field of Rune deck. This current Standard format, imagine if you could play Modern, but never die to Tron. That's this current Standard format. This current Standard format is basically all the good things about that are great about Modern, but none of the Trons, none of the Dredges, none of the super degenerate things that I personally find make Magic kind of frustrating. I mean, the cards on Magic Online are actually a little bit larger than they are in Arena, because you see the whole card image. That can change after the PT, though. No, it doesn't. See, people have been so hurt by Standard for so long that they've forgotten what good Standard looks like. Yeah, see, Pikes, they're beaten and they're broken and they're sad. They don't understand what a good Standard format looks like. they just assume like Standard's been broken every set for so long that they forget that it can be good. Kids don't remember. We have such a short memory. The balance of answers and threats in this current Standard format means that it's not going to turn into red-black mid-range nonsense. There's no Hazarets. There's no Scarab Gods. There's no Beaumont Couriers. There's no Scrap Heap Scroungers. That was an interesting choice. There's no way hiring a playtest team to make Standard good will have any positive effect on it, right? It's a little awkward stacking these all in the same land. But again, they showed us, I should have attacked there. They showed us Field of Ruin last game, and I don't want to get my non-basic Field of Ruin. That's not even true. That's not even true, Gabriel Paints. Like, do your homework. Look at the last few boogeymen of these formats. Like, we've had nice shuffle bug. We've found that we've known what the broken deck was in these formats long before the PT several sets running. It's been a very long time since new big scary innovation came out of a Pro Tour. I like my Courser, stop it. I would love to sign your cards. Usually I carry a Sharpie with me too. Let's do this. So I wouldn't mind shuffling a second Courser away here, so let's put that back, because I might want to use this fetch and remand next turn. It's going to be Snap Maelstrom Pulse on my Jace, so we'll get to remand them. Yep. Nice, Nerfin. Perfect, Orcish. Thanks for letting me know. I'll get over there this week or this weekend and sign them and send them back for you. No, probably not. It's pretty expensive to travel to Grand Prix in general, and traveling overseas is like prohibitively expensive. If you go into your settings on Magic Arena, you can turn off auto stacking triggers, which will let you stack your triggers appropriately. I'm just gonna cast our Azcanta here. It's another witness, sweet. So at this point, I can witness back my Time Warp and Time Warp again. Did I already play a land this turn? Remember if I played a land this turn. I feel like I didn't. Let's find out. I did. So this Arbor Elf's actually +3 mana, which is absurd. So yeah, we can unsummon the witnesses and keep going for a while. That is correct. Hey, look, there's another time warp. So this drawing this time warp naturally means that I can actually Teferi plus time warp this turn and get that going. This deck's kind of wild. Yeah, I'm so like we're gonna get to keep plussing Teferi here while we go, and like I'm gonna get to witness back the time warp and then activate Jace one more time, and then every turn my Jace is gonna bounce my witness and like replay the witness, pick the time warp back up, and then eventually Teferi's gonna alt and like take all their lands away. Huh. I'm not surprised we just beat that control deck, but I am kind of impressed that we beat Dredge match 1 with this. Seems pretty okay. That is 2040. Sanskrit. Needs a white source, obviously, but pretty reasonable otherwise. All right, sorry. Get back up here. Thanks for making all the great content. Enjoy the Beza Bucks. I recently moved away from my play group, and your YouTube was a great way to stay in touch with Modern. I've always been the guy arguing incorrectly that Standard was fine. Now I get to be right and say that it's great. Arena's some of the best Magic I've ever played. It really is, Ryo. If you're one of my wonderful subs, thank you for re-upping, by the way, Ryo. I just took 30 seconds and did a poll. So if you're one of my subs, if you're in Discord or check your Twitch email, I just sent out a sub poll like I do every once in a while to kind of gauge what people's interest is in different formats. All right, so Flooded Grove here. Let's just hold up Remand. I don't know. It's an interesting question. I'm just remanding most things here. Hey, O's, Scryan O's, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Yeah. So I'm gonna shock this in. I'm gonna put this on here. Name Blue, I think. Am I supposed to name White so I can cast Settle? I'm gonna name Blue. That's the no preference, Mazer. That's the no preference, Daxbot. Or Demox. He's dead, Jim. Hey, Merja, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month. I found you kind of grating, but you've grown on me. Well, to be fair, I was kind of grating for a long time, and I'm sure there's people that still find me kind of grating, but as a human, I'm capable of personal growth, and I think that I've grown and improved as both a person and a content creator. Definitely worked to change some of my mindsets on particular things. I think we just scry here. I think I don't want to lose this to Bolt. That being said, like in Assassin's Trophy, the format, they could just like trophy my Jace. There's definitely going to be a new non-rotating format. I'll plug it for the next couple days, Beetle. Yeah, I definitely think that it's going to be skewed towards Modern today because we're playing Modern today. I agree with that assessment. Keep grinding. Thank you, Skirk. I appreciate the bits. That's the no preference, Dougal. No preference is both. No preference is just here for Hogland. Kind of feel like I'm dead. Will I be accepting challenges? No, I don't think so. In my experience, like, accepting challenges just leads to a lot of hurt feelings. I just play on the ladder queue, so like people that want to queue into me are just like welcome to queue into me on the ladder. Trying to coordinate like everybody getting a chance to play with me just like leaves people being sad that they didn't get a chance to. So if I'm just like queuing into the ladder at random, it's just like fair is fair. You can get me or you cannot. Phyrexian Fox, thanks for gifting that sub. I appreciate that. Yeah, you get it's like up to a month, I believe, you get like up to a month to have your sub not expire. Also, starting at the beginning of the year, the Twitch is changing it. So your number of sub months won't be in a row. It won't be streak months. It'll be total number of months you've been subscribed in general. I think so. I think it'll be retroactive. Hey, Alea, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. I gotta imagine they have historical data of how long people have been sub for. The both option is no preference. The both option is no preference. I think I'm gonna bounce this draw card. I don't really care about this Liliana at the moment, I don't think. All right, Arbor Elf, unto combat you go. The survey is in your what's it called? Your email. It's also linked to the subs Discord. No, I can't edit things on Strawpool is very simple. I can't go back and change things on it. There's an option for Hex. Oh, Hex. Ripperoonie. Gone, but not forgotten. I actually feel like I can't leave that on top. I need something that impacts the board here. Yeah, Hearthstone just stopped being fun and I never had any viewers for Hearthstone, so mostly just play games I enjoy. I demand an artifact option. Yeah, we'll see. I thought I was gonna go deep in on artifact, but with Arena being as good as it is, I'm not sure that that's gonna be something that happens. I probably watch YouTube videos more than cable at this point. Thank you, Ender SP, for that very generous tier 3 sub. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month with that. Well, I'm never going to do all one or the other, Ritz, at least not in the short term. Maybe like long term when Arena gets a new non-rotating format. But basically, I'm trying to gauge if the current subs have a strong preference for one versus the other. Because I think if my viewer numbers stay where they're at and I keep getting standard donation decks, I'm going to get to a point where we're doing modern one day a week and then the rest standard. Standard/arena. Settle the Wreckage really sucks against discard spells. I definitely want Path to Exiles. Remands are pretty bad here. I just want more cards that play to the board. Honestly, maybe the Angelsongs are pretty good. I don't think that's true, Tom Don. I don't think that's true. And like, obviously nothing's set in stone. And like, I can be flexible and like change back and forth. But honestly, like, all things considered, I think if Standard and Modern are equally popular, I'll like always have more people on Standard because Arena is just so much better than what Magic Online is. A deck that beats Jeskai in Standard? Yeah, definitely. I'm going to turn that into Pirates. I think Pirates is really good against, Jeskai. And thank you for the support. How miserable has been so far. We actually just lost our first game of this league. We beat Dredge and then some kind of Grixis control deck. Or Sultai control deck? I think it was Sultai control. We're down a game here against Jun, though. Got kind of chewed up and spat out last game. Thanks, Danon. Yeah, they were a little bit sick last night, but they still wanted to go get candy, believe it or not. Can you make the blue-black Karn deck Sultai? Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Pikes. I just want to become a part of the Discord. You can pop into the Discord here. I'm gonna pick blue with this since I've got a bunch of cryptics in my hand. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just use my mana this turn and like play Timely to get a bunch of blockers. That's funny, Top Dod. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing Arena tonight. So this morning is all Modern. I don't like to change in the middle, but I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna do a double today. I basically just moved my Wednesday stream day from yesterday to today since the kids were kind of sick yesterday. Which matters to a lot of people. I think I would challenge you, Gabriel Paints, to quantify a lot and what metric you're using that from. I think there is a subset of people who are a very loud vocal minority who being able to use Magic Online as an online gambling system matters, but to imply that like being able to online gamble on Magic Online means a lot to a lot of people, I think is nonsense. Maxim, thank you for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. For a training sword, for 6 months you get the wooden sword. If you are one of my subs and you're thinking, ugh, MTGO, you should make sure you respond to the poll I just sent out. So check your Twitch email or pop into the subs Discord for a link to the poll. Counter target spell, draw card. I don't believe you, Raul. Klinkser, it didn't happen. Woo! That's a good one. I get to fetch basic planes here, too. I think I just, like, start pounding out tokens here, right? Actually, so this is actually close. So I think I'm actually supposed to downtick here because they have Assassin's Trophy in their deck and they could possibly have Maelstrom Pulse. Maybe I'm supposed to leave a token back here because they have Bloodbraid Elf. They just did have the trophy. Nice, Ralk. Thank you. I think more people than it should think it's an important feature if they never use or lose. They say it matters. I'm guessing it's a few thousand. I doubt. Yeah, I think the number of people that are actually making money on it are few and far between. Man, these soldiers are going the distance. They're going full speed. That one turn, it's actually really funny. So there was one turn where I left back one soldier thinking I might chump block the Tarmogoyf. And the fact that I did that for that turn means that they're actually at 4 here instead of 3. All right, sure. So long, soldiers. You're too pure for this world. All right, Courser. I mean, okay. So we're gonna fetch before our next turn, obviously. Clear this Shockland off the top of our deck. Yep. So an interesting question here is what's more important? Is my 1 point of life from getting the Courser trigger more important, or is them not knowing what's on top of my deck more important? And I think the 1 point of life is more important. Do I plan on playing Modern this weekend? I don't know. My extra streams are probably going to be Arena because Arena content's just been more popular. So if I'm putting in what's effectively overtime, I want to get the most viewers out of it. Ooh, all right. So I think I actually decline getting the land here because I want the Eternal Instant on my deck. That was well played by the opponent there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Cryptic Command here. Yeah, the deck editor in Arena leaves a little bit to be desired. That being said, like, you can import and export decks in Arena from text lists, so I think it's not a big deal. Yeah, Lee retweeted it yesterday. What's his name was retweeting Lee. That's unfortunate. Gross. Huh. You know, I just like counterbounce Eternal Witness here. I think I'm actually supposed to counter draw because like they're at 4 and their Liliana's at 2. So I think the appeal of having this Eternal Witness in play is real. Go ahead and cycle this, try and find a better one. So smash, trade these two here, and then it's like their Liliana versus the top of my deck here. Gross. They have responded, Synchronews. People keep talking about this 5th card issue like Wizards hasn't said anything. They are on the record saying that it is bad. So like I don't know what people want other than they know it's bad and they're going to change it. Like what more do you want them to say? You want it to happen like right now? Like obviously it would be great if it happened right now, but like that's not how software works. Gross. Maybe they don't know how they want to change it yet. Would you accept that as an answer? Maybe they don't know what they want to do with it yet. I thought somebody said there was an MTGA dev that said they were probably just going to make it so you can't open extra copies of cards. But I get it. We live in a here and now society and we want the answer right now. Yeah, that's exactly right. What Jackal Girl just said is 100% the case. They don't want to say something because then if they do it and then they come up with a better or a different solution that they prefer, people will then get their panties in a twist about it. All right, a couple too many lines there at the end. All right, how we doing, folks? Welcome, good morning. Thanks for joining us today. A little over 800 people here hanging out for some Modern. Hey, Blender, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. For keeping me employed here this month. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. We play pretty much nothing but constructed Magic on this channel. We play some Modern on Magic Online like we're doing here today. We also play Standard on Arena. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel like A Blender and Nifty122. Thank you for the 3-month resub just did there. Welcome back. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed. I love doing what I do here, but I wouldn't be here day in and day out without the support of my wonderful subs. Past subscribing, you can also support my stuff by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. MTGOtraders.com. We'd love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout, then you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. We have a new sponsor added into the lineup this month for November. We have Possibility Storm. I'm not sure exactly. I need to figure out what my quick plug for them is going to be. But Possibility Storm, they do Magic puzzles, and they do new ones every single week with a very range of difficulties. We'll be doing some of their puzzles on stream at some point this month. I think we're going to do the first one tomorrow, so you can check them out at PossibilityStorm.com. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, Warhammer, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. And of course, BCW Supplies. Love to help you protect your very valuable Magic the Gathering cards. They do sleeves and deck boxes and all sorts of other great stuff. And you can save 10% on your orders at BCWSupplies.com by using code Jeff10. On top of that, there's no amount of caveats that people will say that make their things right now. Our best idea is blank. It doesn't matter. People will assume that that's what it'll be. Yep. How long has Arena been in development? It's not like They have to invent the actual game from scratch. Figuring out what to do with extra cards should be one of those things they figure out at the start. They do it. Your extra cards do things right now, Jib. They have a solution. They had a solution from the start, and after getting feedback from the user base, they've concluded that their initial solution for the 5th card problem is a bad one. So they've listened to feedback. They've said, we know this is bad, and we're going to change it and make it better, but they haven't said exactly how they're making it better or when it's going to be implemented yet. Night Lives, thank you for the 5-month resubscription. I appreciate that. Welcome back. The vault is a bad solution because the ratio at which you get things back from things being vaulted is very, very low. The vault is a bad solution. As someone who's poured a lot of money in, the vault's a pretty big feel bad. And like, you shouldn't, one of the #1 rules of selling a product is people shouldn't feel bad when they give you money. If people feel bad after they've given you money, you've messed up as someone who's selling something. Hey, JPeak, thanks for the great content. Would love to see you stream some Colorless Eldrazi at some point. Thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. I don't know if we're going to get to Colorless Eldrazi. I'm not a really big fan of Chalice decks in Modern. I mean, I haven't said anything about the swiftness of the response. In fact, I've literally just been defending that it takes a while because that's how software works, especially at large companies. So, next turn, I want to remand this Lotus Bloom. And then probably untap the next turn and play Jace. I'm not sure that we could ever beat a spell-based combo deck with this deck. Let's see if that ends up being the case here. Is there a new free-to-play system on Arena? No. Sure. They've not announced what their new 5th card solution is going to be. That's what people are complaining about. They've talked about how they're going to have a new solution, but they haven't posted exactly what it is yet. That's what people in chat are upset about. I probably want the Time Warp so I can go infinite with that. What's the 5th card thing? The 5th card thing, for those that aren't familiar with Arena, is what happens when you open a 5th copy of a card in Arena. How would you explain Arena in terms of free-to-play? I have no idea. I don't free-to-play card games. In fact, I think if the best line you can give me for why I should play your card game is it's free, I think your card game probably sucks. You know what's a better sales pitch to someone who's an adult with a job? When someone tells me this game is so good you're gonna want to spend money on it, this game is awesome and it's a great video game, you're gonna want to put money in so you can play all the decks, that's a good sales pitch to me. Don't tell me this game is so good I'm not gonna want to spend money on it. Like, that sounds terrible. Like, if the game's good and it's good software, I'm gonna want to hand you a pile of money so I can play everything that I want on it. No, I don't think so, Wujo. I agree that the laziest solution is copying and pasting the Hearthstone model, like all these other card games have done. I think that that's a good lazy solution. I actually don't think the crafting system in Arena is that bad. I honestly think if it was more transparent and easier to understand, it would actively just be good. I think the biggest issue with what's going on in Arena is being able to understand how it works isn't super clear, which is bad, and the current 5th card setup is bad, which they know. Courser. No, I think I'm actually in for Courser. Honestly, boarding a Courser out here might have been wrong. There's a good chance I shouldn't have boarded Courser out. Then the 6 currencies Arena has. I'm going to give you a timeout because Arena doesn't have 6 currencies. Goodbye. Of course, a Ninja Turtle Jr. Calling the wildcard systems in Arena like 6 different currencies is like saying, like, I don't know, pennies and quarters are different currencies. And Courser's fine here, right? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not giving complimentary timeouts today. If mods want to do it, that's great. I just am not feeling well, and it's just too much going on. So mods, feel free to shoot people, but I personally am not handing out timeouts today. I'm done trying. Yeah, I think the wildcard system in Arena is actually great. As someone who is very apprehensive about it, I'm an adult who can admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong. I think the wildcard system in Arena is actually good. I think the biggest issue with the wildcard system in Arena is that it's not super clear on how you get them. But that's a separate issue from the wildcard system. So Magic's a luxury hobby, but I really feel like anybody who calls Magic an expensive luxury hobby has never actually experienced other luxury hobbies. Magic is actually really cheap compared to most other hobbies that exist. Like, it's cheap to like an absurd degree compared to a lot of other hobbies. I stacked my lands wrong here. I should have put the forest on top to mill off, and I didn't. All right, so I'm gonna put this forest back and this Windswept Heath back. I'm gonna play the Windswept Heath off the top. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just cast the Stony Silence. Oh, I should have put the Stony Silence back is what I should have done. Jonathan should have done that. And I get like Pact of Negated and Cry Silently. It's easier in most hobbies to buy piecemeal than it is in MTG. Is that strictly true? Yeah, that's true too. Like, when people talk about Magic being expensive, it's not actually Magic that's expensive. It's competitive Magic that's expensive. I think a lot of people, especially people that are like here on Twitch, you're so in tune to the idea that like competitive Magic is all there is that like a lot of people forget that like there's a lot more to Magic than just competitive Magic. In fact, competitive Magic players are in a huge minority compared to non-competitive Magic players. Like casual players, they play way more Magic. I should fetch now because they can combo at instant speed. I should have fetched on my turn. Competitive players make up a much larger percentage than competitive players do. Casual players make up a much larger percentage than competitive players do. Like, just by the very metric that you know that Magic on Twitch exists means you're more competitive than a lot of people that play Magic. A lot of people have no idea that Magic on Twitch exists. I'd love to transform my Azcanta, thank you. Ooh, a Cryptic Command. Utopia Sprawl, sweet. Alright, so I'm gonna put Teferi and Flooded Strand back. Let's play the Flooded Strand. I'm gonna go ahead and put Utopia Sprawl on Breeding Pool. Make blue. I'm gonna put an Arbor Elf into play. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to leave 2 counter spells up here, I'm pretty sure, so I'm not going to tap out anymore. I tell my friends about Magic on Twitch and about you in particular. Well, thank you. What we got here? It's going to be end step on life, untap on life. Would like to counter your spell and draw a card. I have the Azcanta too. I'm dumb. I forgot to count the Azcanta. I could have cast this Arbor Elf. I didn't cast the Arbor Elf because I wasn't counting the Azcanta. It was a mistake on my part. She calls you the one with the children. It's been a little while. You should counter bounce. All right, for those of you that are new to the channel, please remember, if you're gonna tell me that I made a mistake, you need to be constructive and specific about why we should make the other play. I'm always willing to grow and learn on why I should do other things, but you need the whys are important. The whys are how you help me learn. Bouncing on life doesn't really accomplish anything, chat. I'd rather just counterspell their Nauseums. So I think boarding out this Courser was wrong. I think I like actually just want a Grizzly Bear in play to like be attacking with. I'm gonna stand up for a little bit. My legs are getting a little cramped. I'm a little bit tired because I'm sick, but my legs are getting cramped, so let's stand up for a while. I live in the cornfields. I don't need a 6-figure job. What's the win con? Attacking with Courser of Kruphix is the win con. Yeah, I think trimming a Teferi is reasonable. He's like pretty expensive. Like that last game was a good example of like I'm gonna have a hard time like having a window to stick Teferi and not die, right? Yeah, I spend about half my time standing. I do my shortest streams, my shortest scheduled streams are usually about 5 to 6 hours or so, which is a long time to sit right in a row. This hand is really bad. Just like need any sort of interaction. Deal. Second land, send me up. Like I don't care about the unlife. Like I'd rather just like keep countering their Nauseums. The Nauseums cost 5 mana, so countering the Nauseums is a bigger tempo swing. I can attack with a Turtle Witness too. That's the truth. I name blue with this, I think. No, Courser does not allow you to play multiple lands per turn. It's, what's it called? Oracle of Maldai is an effect similar to Courser of Kruphix. Lets you play an extra land every turn. Hey, Nikki Two Shoes, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub there. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed this month with that. Wessel Mose, thanks for the $15 tip. I absolutely love casual EDH. Modern is like a side gig for me in comparison. Can you throw this one at Faye? Definitely, Wessels. Will do. Can you give me advice on what I should craft as a first real deck after Mono Blue? Well, I mean, Mono Blue is a real deck. Just like, to give Mono Blue its fair shake, I think Mono Blue is a real deck. But if you're looking for a deck past that, I think... oh, did they keep a one-lander? They kept a one-lander. No, Damping Sphere doesn't turn off Utopia Sprawl. So, with Utopia Sprawl makes the additional mana, not the land. So, Damping Sphere only makes it so the land can't make additional mana. But the way this works out, it's not the land making the extra mana, it's the Utopia Sprawl making the additional mana. Damping Sphere is a Namba with Flooded Grove. So Flooded Grove is strictly a colorless mana source currently. I'm gonna go ahead and remand this. I'm just like looking to draw some cards here. Looking to find a threat, basically. I also am not gonna be able to cast 2 counter spells in a turn, so. Oh. Well. Oh no, chat. I can't activate my Damping Spheres anymore. Yeah, our sideboard card's good. Yeah, and remember, we haven't actually killed them yet, right? So we need to draw a clock to go with our disruption here. That means we can cast Cryptic Command now, because I didn't have triple blue before, because this makes colorless. You got about an hour to kill them? Yeah, and they stumbled too, right? Sweet, look at that. Look at that. Teferi's pretty good with Negate as well here. Definitely countering a Phyrexian on life here. Because if they want to combo with Angel's Grace, Damping Sphere makes it extra hard. Oh, tapping lands manually. Man, what a tilt. Where are my lands at, chat? Where are my lands at? Hey, Shadow Popo, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for supporting mine. Ooh, I would love a land, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and plus Teferi here. Just gonna do the Time Warp. Give a command just for that. So these fetch lands give us a little bit of flexibility here, although now I'm just going to jam this into play. Cryptic Command, don't mind if it does. No, I think just time warping now is fine, especially with Teferi out. Man, are we actually gonna win this? Holy crap. Alright, well, So, when I was first looking at this deck, I didn't realize that we had, like, this soft combo in it of Jace, bounce Eternal Witness, like, time warp again, just, like, keep time warping with Eternal Witness, Jace unsummoning. Yeah, we lost to Jund, we beat Ad Nauseum, we beat Dredge, and we beat some kind of Sultai control deck. I believe in the 3-2 as well. Happily flew pig, Scott on Wraithborn. That's the no preference. I'm actually kind of surprised that Standard is winning, considering we're streaming Modern right now. Up to almost 1,000 people for Modern. That's great. I think these are hands I'm signing up to keep with this deck. I feel like this is like the range of keepable. Why aren't we playing any Graveyard Hate? Because we beat Dredge without it. You should go back and watch the Dredge match in the first match of this league if you missed it. I feel like we don't need Graveyard Hate to beat Dredge. We play all of our Standard on Magic Arena. Arena's just much faster and slicker. The volume of Magic you can play in a shorter time period in Arena is much higher. Alright, you're leaning towards Green-Black Elves for your next Paper Modern event. Yeah, we'll probably play it a couple of times leading into that tournament. You can also find a ton of me playing Green-Black Elves on my website, jeffhoagland.com. It's really good, Wraithborn. The last time I enjoyed Standard this much was probably the original Return to Rav. Good luck in the rest of your league, Cold. Drawing sideboard cards is really good. Is it a better overall experience playing Standard on Arena or just faster? I mean, I think it's a better overall experience. I think faster is part of why it's a better experience, but there's a lot that goes into it. Oh, for people at our Hoaglandia subs, by the way, I haven't been plugging these. Sorry, I'm out of sorts because I'm still sick from my children getting me sick, but we've got new emotes up and we've got new merch up. So we've got Smart and Thin emotes rounding out our emote collection on the channel. And we, what else do we have? Oh, we have merch on the website. We've got tokens and stickers and pins on the website. The Thin emote turned out really well. I think the Smart emote's decent too, but the Thin turned out great. I'm really happy with how those turned out. My graphics guy did a good job. Yeah, we're gonna ship tokens and stuff internationally. I am shipping it ourselves. So some of the international shipping is gonna cost a little bit more for you, but I am willing to ship internationally. It was a decent draw. I concur. Let me get this going. I think I want to draw that Teferi, right? Hey, Kanamis, thank you for the 5-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. It's getting a little cold in here, or is it just me? Jeepers creepers. So we still stream Modern on Magic Online with some consistency on this channel. You can find my schedule on my website, jeffhoagland.com, that details not only the decks that we're going to be playing each day, but also which days I'm going to be playing which decks. So this morning into this afternoon stream is going to be all Modern on Magic Online, and then tonight's stream will be all standard on Magic Arena, as well as all of tomorrow's stream will be standard on Magic Arena. I wonder if they're going to bend their hand and kill my board here. I did not have curly hair as a child. I believe curly hair is a recessive gene. It is awesome how many emotes we have. I only have 4 mana here, so I think I actually have to just like clear that top card of my deck. One of the reasons why we beat Dredge earlier, I felt like, was because they didn't have Conflagrates early. In this game, they have Conflagrates early, so it's probably going to be much harder. Probably going to get some tap draw going on here. Oh, yeah, I guess if I crack the fetch and response, I gain a health there, which would be ideal. Yeah, we should fetch prior to the Courser dying. That's a good suggestion. Maybe they don't hate me, Uprick. I'm getting official recognition. Uglandia's come so far, chat. We've come so far. I think we're just on like the fog them for a couple of turns here, right? Was it better to bounce draw than tap draw? Like leave the like send the price to Malcolm back? No, I don't think so. No, I have a graphics person that makes all those things for me. You're great. Keep it up, Trevor Prescott. Thank you for the 9 months. You're great. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Welcome back. It's kind of sweet that if we draw a Teferi at this point with these Utopia Sprawls, we can like Teferi, untap, and like have all this stuff here. I'm official, a hashtag officially a Watsy show. It's funny that you made the comment about TCC definitely just DM'd me on Twitter to letting me know that I'm officially a Watsy sellout shill. How fitting. These are the last of their creeping chills, right? Yeah, so we're going to 3 here. Hopefully we can just deck them at this point. So what do we do when we run out of fogs? Die. I believe die is the answer. I feel like the core of this deck is green-blue with white mainly for Teferi and Angelsong and sideboard cards. Do you think making it 2 colors could be worth it to improve the mana? Maybe. I don't know. 2 mana is a lot more than 3 mana is a lot more than 2. Why would I want to secure here? I think I want a cryptic tap draw because I'm interested in what's the word I'm searching for? I'm interested in being able to draw more cards to try and find a planeswalker to start generating card advantage. Looking for a way to start generating card advantage here. I mean, like, there's no difference between 1 and 3 here, right? Like, they're the same. We're just like dead to Conflagrate regardless. All their creeping chills are out of their deck, so So the search for Azcanta gets the flip next turn, which can help us dig for fogs, planeswalkers, all that jazz. Yeah, and Remand is Conflagrate insurance here. They've already used one Conflagrate. They just flipped over their second. The merch turned out well. Hopefully we'll have shirts and cups. I'm having some pricing issues with the merch vendor I was hoping to use that I like the quality on. So if they keep giving me pricing issues, I'm going to go with someone else. Yeah, I think that's the basic forest is someone who's been hurt by Blood Moon one too many times, Zach. Playing around Settle is smart here. My Halloween was okay. I'm a little congested here myself, and the kids have been sick the last couple of days. They finally didn't have a fever this morning, though, which was great. Day 2 SCG Dallas with Just Cat Control. It was thanks to your stream and YouTube content. Well, congrats, Boy Toy Troy. And welcome back. Thanks for the 4-month resub. All right, so we get 6 looks because we get a look with Azcanta, we get a draw step, and then we get 4 looks with Azcanta. So we're looking for a Cryptic or an Angelsong here. Hopefully they flash back Conflagrate here to try and kill us, and I get to Remand to draw a card. Just like we drew it up. The difference, I said, what's the difference between 1 and 3 earlier? Not having a fetch land be active is a difference between 1 and 3. Yeah, Twitch has official stuff as well. I was gonna go through Streamlabs because they do integrated notifications for when people buy merchandise, but if they're not gonna get the pricing stuff right, then I don't want to deal with it. All right, so they flipped. They do have a third Conflagrate, like most of these decks do. So I'm probably dead here. That's an Eternal Witness. I think we're dead, unfortunately. This only prevents combat damage, right? Yeah. So I can pick Cryptic Command back up and hope they mess up, but we are dead here. If they punt and try and Conflagrate pre-combat, we can counter tap their team. If you don't have another card yourself, Ghost, you probably want to wait on average. Yeah, the opponents played this game very well. Not surprised they didn't make that mistake there. Gosh. What a brutal hit. If we'd just had one more land, we'd have been okay here. Dredge is one of the many things about Modern that's very rancid. I'd assume the reason you play this card rather than the other Angelic, whatever, is because this one draws a card, which is a pretty big deal. Being able to cycle is super relevant. What are considered the most hated decks in Modern? Probably Tron, followed by things like Dredge. The decks that are really degenerate, that don't give most people a chance to actually play Magic, is ideal. As someone who knows inside info and is loved by wizards, do you think they'll ever bring Arena to the scale of Magic Online? I mean, you could almost argue. Let's take a look at this website, mtgstreams.com. So if I go to this MTG Streams website, there are currently 7,200 people watching Arena on Twitch, and there are 1,400 people watching Magic Online, and 1,000 of these people are currently in this stream here. So like, if I wasn't streaming, or if I was streaming Arena instead, like, you know, you could argue that Arena's already surpassed Magic Online in a lot of the metrics that matter. Is Infect degenerate? I actually think Infect's a great combo deck to have in the format because Infect gets interacted with on a lot of very good metrics. Yeah, and Arena is still in beta. Arena is still in beta. As Arena grows, it's gonna just keep getting better and better. And the biggest things that separate Arena as a spectator are the fluidness of the client, how quickly you're able to play matches on Arena versus Magic Online, and the integrations with Deckmaster really set it apart in a big way, in my opinion. Being able to have that integration where users can mouse over cards that they may or may not know is huge. I don't think banning Splinter Twin made sense. I think there's a lot of things in the modern ban list that don't make sense. Yep. You know, it's funny, like, a lot of people talk about how much I talk and, like, interact with things in chat. And, like, it's funny, especially with the newer people that have come from, like, Hearthstone into Arena. When I was, like, watching a lot of Hearthstone streamers, a lot of them aren't very animated and don't talk a lot. But they don't have to be animated and talk a lot because they're playing an actual video game. Whereas with Magic Online, people always ask, like, why am I so animated? And that's because Magic Online doesn't have effects, because it doesn't have graphics or explosions, the only energy in my stream when I'm streaming Magic Online is me. If I'm not up and peppy and on, this isn't stimulating, right? Like, in any way. Think Arena will ever add a real chat system? Why would you want a real chat system? That's one of the best things about Arena is I don't have to deal with an in-game chat. I am a human sound effects. All right, I think we're gonna get dredged here. I should get to be rude. Other people who I'm rude to should just grow thicker skin. Fuck you. Get out of here. Sorry. I'm working on swearing less. I feel like I've been pretty good about swearing less, but like children like that annoy me. The grow a thicker skin. Blah 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 blah. I should get to be a dick if I want to be a dick. No, leave. Get out of here. Captain Quark, thank you for the 8-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. If you control the ban list for modern, it's really simple. You just get rid of Faithless Lootings and Ancient Stirrings. And then probably unban a few sweet things. Yes, I agree, Isha. I can't imagine having to deal with the things that I watch women have to deal with while playing games like, man, just life in general, but like especially things that come out of the Magic community. It's just like it really is. I feel like it's so weird to me that Ponder and Preordain are banned and Ancient Stirrings and Faithless Looting aren't. They do very similar things. Ban. Degeneracy enablers unban things that correct. Yep. In my experience looking at a lot of different Dredge lists, Dredge ended up cutting a lot of their extra copies of things that you were normally boarding out during sideboarding. So they trimmed a little bit of their engine, and then they made their deck slightly less consistent to make it more explosive. I thought you were playing JAC, Nivik. I had a person on Hearthstone who added me after a close game to swear at me, threaten me, and then block me. What a good useful system. And they killing my Teferi. If they kill my Teferi here, I'm probably dead. Yeah, I think we got pretty lucky to beat Dredge in the first match. This deck was neat. To set a bar that's incredibly low, this is the first time we've played anything resembling a Taking Turns or a Fog deck in Modern, and our results weren't just like 2 matches in, we should drop and this is terrible. We actually like won some games of Magic. Like the ramp engine into Cryptic Command felt pretty reasonable. Like Cryptic Command is a powerful card, and being able to play it ahead of curve feels very reasonable. So like if you're some kind of masochist who really wants to play a Fog deck in Modern instead of in Standard where it's good, this deck seems like a very reasonable choice. The end times are approaching just 1 more month, Civ Master. Soon you'll be able to bloody your blade with those that deserve it in chat, or that asked for it. Thanks for the 11 months and welcome back. Hey, Harrison with the $2 tip. This is for telling that guy to wank off. Thank you. Thank you for the support. All right, up next.